Hello and welcome to Boss Forex Signals. First of all, just done this first video quickly just to show you how the site's going to work. As you see, I'm on my subscription. I've just signed in on my trial name that I've done to test the site. There's no coupon in this one. This is just a 7-day trial. As you see down here, it will say how many days you've got left on your trial if you've started with a 7-day trial. You won't be asked for any payment details at all through any trial period. They're completely no obligation trials. The original Boss members that got the 3 months, now it will say up here that you've only got one month. I've been assured by the developer after that 1 month it automatically gives you the next month and then the same until you actually get 3 months and 1 week, but it does only say 1 month at a time, so please don't think you've only got 1 month. You have got the 3 months if you've been promised the 3 months, and it will just show up at 1 month at a time. If you do have any problems, it shouldn't ask you for any payment details at all during that 3 months. If you get any problems whatsoever, just drop me a quick email or Skype me and I shall sort it out. But I have been assured that the people with the 3 months will get the 3 months 1 month at a time. When you start going on to the monthly payments, you can check all your invoices and details here, and you'll be able to keep track of your whole membership here. I've got the support button. Under the support, that's the email that I'm going to be using for this site. So obviously I'll be able to take these out and know that it's members of the actual Signal service. For any of you that don't know it yet, that's my Skype ID. There's no space in there, and you can Skype me anytime in the day or so. I'll leave the live feed for a minute. The members blog. This is where I'm going to, every day what I'll do, there's a couple of strategies I use for Boss being one of them. Then I've got a scalping method I use, and then also longer term trades. Obviously I'd just give out the signals in the signal room, but then what I'm going to do daily is just record a very brief video overview and showing why I decided to take the trade, why I put the stop where I did, why I put the targets where I did, just to hopefully help people learn how I actually trade and how I actually take profits from the forex market. So this will be on a regular basis. I'll do these every day because I can upload these straight on there, and I'll also do brief summaries in the blog down the bottom, and I'll also put any news, like we won't always trade non-farm payroll day, so I'll put updates here that no trading on Friday, or we're just trading on Friday mornings. Anything like that I'll put in this area each evening for the next day's trading. So make sure you keep checking back on this one. It should be there every night. The contact page here, excuse me, that's got the address of the office and other bits and pieces there for affiliates, and for either of these two emails go straight for me. It has got my phone number there. That's the office phone number. Please email first or Skype me first. I prefer to talk. I don't mind talking to members, but I prefer to talk on Skype if I can help it. That's only for desperate emergencies, if you can't log on to the site or you need help straight away. So it's more if your membership's gone down when it shouldn't have done or something like that, then by all means use the number. But for genuine inquiries or just to chit chat about the trades or anything, I'd rather go through Skype if we can and keep that number free, but it is there if anyone needs it. Right, we'll go on to the live feed now, sorry. Okay, up here we're going to have the trade type. There we go, we've just popped in. These are 2 test trades that I done Saturday night. The trade type, that's not really that important. There'll be boss trades or others. The only thing to look out for is when I put a scalp trade in there, which would genuinely be in the morning between 7 and 8. I try to get my to get 1 or 2 scalp trades in. That will obviously take a bit more screen time, so you may want to follow that trade if you see a scalp there, because it's going to be for 20-20 or 25-25 or 30-30, so it's going to be a bit shorter. So if you do see a scalp come up, you may want to follow it a bit more on the charts. The pair, obviously that's going to be the pair that we trade. I've sent in the welcome email the pairs that I trade myself. It's all smaller spread pairs that I trade intraday, so I'll give you the list of those so you can put in your watch lists and what have you. The direction, long or short, obviously long being buy and short being sell trades. I've also added a new option in here which just says close. If we're in a trade and I decide the trade's gone against us and I'd like us to get out, whatever pair we're in, I'll just choose the same pair which we're in the trade and put close there. I won't fill out all the other bits. It's just for speed really, so I can quickly put that I'm closing this trade, hit the button so everyone can get out of the trade and hopefully either limit losses or lock in a small amount of profit before the trade actually goes against us. So I've done that just for speed, so that will come up as a closed trade in that box as well. So it'll be the pair we're already trading and closed, and you won't have any other info if there's not time in there. And then obviously I'll update on the next directional bits in here. Sorry, why I closed out of the trade. So that's just for added speed. If you see a close in there, you can obviously just close straight out of the trade. The entry point, that's the entry point I'll be looking for. Excuse me. I'll try to give everyone as much notice as I can, especially on the longer time frames. When I go through, you'll get a good 4 or 5 minutes hopefully before the trade gets entered. So there shouldn't be no problem there. The only one is the scalp, where I'm using the 5-minute charts. I'll try to give you as much notice as I can. Like I say, it only takes up to 5 seconds to get this message out to you. So hopefully you'll have plenty of time, but that's the only time you may get 1 or 2 pips entry point difference is on the scalp. We'll obviously try to enter the market at quieter times and not when it's moving too fast anyway, so you shouldn't have too much of a problem. But the only time, like I say, is the scalp we may have 1 or 2 pips difference. Stop loss, I'll just put a straight number in here. Obviously 20, 30, 40, 50 pips. If you do get a different entry point, obviously adjust your stop. I'm trying to get stops behind resistance or support areas most of the time. So if you do miss it by a couple points, obviously you'll have to just adjust that on your stop. So if it's a 20 pip stop and you got in 2 pips later than myself, then obviously just adjust your stop for 22. The target profit, if it's a scalp trade, it will be a straight 1-to-1 risk reward, so it'll be 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, and I'll just actually put the number we're going for on the scalps. If it's a longer term trade, I'll put the actual price that I'm going for. So in actual figures, I'll put the price, the first target that we're going for. This area here will have the directions. In the directions box here, a lot of the time, especially for the slightly longer time frames, I'll put, say, the first target. I'll ask you to move your stop, so you're not necessarily putting a limit on your order. It's just to watch out for the first price. On IG you can put alarms on the charts to when you hit that price, just to alert you as well, so you can know when you've hit your first target price. And quite often I'll put lock in break even at first target, and then I'll write the second target here. So we're not always closing out on the longer terms on the target profit, if that makes sense. We'll be locking in break even first, then I'll be monitoring the trade, and I'll either send out a close message if we decide to close the trade, or then we'll be looking for target 2 and possibly target 3, depending on what type of trade in there. So that's all quite straightforward. That will keep updating every 5 seconds, and it will only alarm when a new trade is dropped in by me. You can turn the sound off there. Obviously you shouldn't want to turn the sound off. The alarm's a lot louder than the one that I've got on here. It hasn't updated on mine yet, but it's actually an air horn, the sound, so it should get your attention, and you may want to turn the volume down. But I thought it'd be good if people need to be away from their desk, they can be alerted. Down here we got the view archive. If you click on this, it'll have, as from Monday the 16th of May, these will not be deleted. These will be deleted as from Monday the 16th of May. Every trade I advise here will come up, and obviously it will come up when I've advised to close it also. So everything will be here to view. If you join later on down the line, you'll be able to look down. You can have up to 100 per page to look up, so you can see the type of trades we're having and this sort of success we're having. So you'll be able to back check all of our results here, and like I say, this will never be changed, so all the results will stay in here as from Monday. And this box here, obviously I'd done a test message yesterday night. This is where I'm going to give out info, non-important info. Obviously anything to do with trades will pop into this box. This will be for between 10 and 11. I normally stop after the London session, the morning session, and then I'll get back for the New York Open session around about 1. I'll update here when I'm leaving and when I'll be back. So obviously there'll be a good couple of hours break every day away from the charts, and you'll be able to do the same if you need to. At the moment this isn't auto refreshing. Obviously the signals auto refreshes every 5 seconds. I have put a request in for this to auto refresh, but it's not doing it at the moment. Just for now, it's around 10-11. If you can refresh the page, you'll get any new message that comes up there. It's mostly just to say when I'm going off for a couple of hours, just to let people know. And then at the end of the trading day, I'll probably give a brief little message saying that we're finishing now for the day and how we've done for the day. We've also got a live feed pop up. If you click this one or this one, you get exactly the same, but on a pop-up window like so. So you can put this, you can have this squashed down in the bottom of your screen somewhere if you're working away, and obviously you can pull it back up quickly. You can just keep the normal Boss Forex signals in the background, but you could have this pop up if you didn't want to have the whole site open all the time, and that will just keep updating every 5 seconds. And like I say, the same, it will send an alarm every time that I'm about to enter a trade. And so that's about it on the site. That's all we've got at the moment. We'll be adding some extras as we go along, and obviously I'll alert people to this in the blog. But I hope you enjoy using it. It should all be working as it should now, and I look forward to trading with you from Monday.